Do you believe in the supernatural? Well, this tale might make you reconsider. Picture this: a quaint house nestled in a not-so-urban enclave, an idyllic refuge that held an unsettling reality. Not long ago, this was the new abode for my grandmother's sister's family. But as they began settling in, a strange aura filled the air, a feeling that was hard to shake off, akin to a chill running down one's spine in a warm room. This wasn't just an ordinary house, it seemed to be a stage where shadows performed an eerie ballet dancing with the unseen. It was as though the house had a life of its own, concealing secrets within its walls, secrets that were waiting to be unveiled. The first unsettling incident occurred one restless night when my grandmother's sister felt a tender touch, like that of a child's hand. It was a spectral caress that left her cold, her heart pounding in her chest. Startled, she opened her eyes only to find solitude. Her children, she realized, were fast asleep in a separate room, far from her reach. Then came the phantom cockroaches, invisible to the eye, yet their presence was unmistakable. The children would scream, their voices piercing the silence of the night. Their terror was palpable, their nightmares brought to life by unseen creatures that seemed to crawl out from the house's dark corners. The house, once a beacon of hope and a fresh start, was now a stage for an unsettling play. Lanterns flickered and extinguished without cause, casting an eerie gloom that mirrored the growing disquiet within. The once promising dwelling now held an air of suspense, a sinister undercurrent that was impossible to ignore. The family found themselves living in a paradox. The house was their home, a place that should have been a refuge, yet it was anything but. The spectral touches, the phantom creatures, the inexplicable aura, they all painted a picture of a house that was haunted by more than just memories. As the unsettling incidents escalated, the house was cast into an eerie gloom. The house was not just eerie, it held mysteries of its own. Among these was a persistent bathroom leak that seemed to defy any and all attempts at repair. It was a small yet perplexing issue. Regardless of how many times the leak was fixed, it would invariably return as if guided by some unseen hand. This mysterious recurrence added another layer to the already unsettling atmosphere that permeated the house. And then, there was the locked room. A room that seemed to harbor its own enigmatic secrets. No one was allowed to enter, but strange sounds could often be heard emanating from within. The low hum of an indistinct conversation, the creak of floorboards under an unseen weight, the soft rustle of movement. It was as if the room was alive, whispering tales of its past to those who would listen. But the mysteries of the house didn't end within its walls. During her daily bus rides to the city, my grandmother's sister began to notice something peculiar. A spectral silhouette of a child could be seen chasing the departing bus. The figure was almost ethereal, a mere wisp of a presence that seemed more illusion than reality. Yet, its recurring appearance left an indelible imprint on her mind. This spectral child, the phantom cockroaches, the unexplainable bathroom leak, and the locked room with its strange sounds, all painted a picture of a house teeming with mysteries yet to be uncovered. The house was no longer just an abode, it was a puzzle, a riddle wrapped in an enigma. Each day brought forth a new piece to this intricate puzzle, adding to the growing sense of unease. The once promising dwelling was now enveloped in whispers of the supernatural. My grandmother's sister was left grappling with the chilling reality of living in a house that was more than just a home. It was a repository of secrets, a vessel for the unseen and the unheard. An unshakable sense of foreboding clung to her like an invisible specter, whispering of an intangible threat. The sinister revelations escalated when a routine maintenance led to a grisly find. Here, in the heart of the dwelling, the house's true character began to reveal itself. Tucked away within the labyrinth of the house's ductwork, a discovery was made that would cast an even darker shadow over the family's home. Maintenance workers, their task initially mundane, quickly became the bearers of a horrifying discovery. As they worked on the persistent bathroom leak, their tools scraped against something unexpected within a vent. It was a human jaw, a relic from an unknown past, unearthed from its forgotten tomb. The sight of the bone, aged and stained, sent a shiver of dread through the workers, their minds racing with the implications of what they had found. The news of this macabre find sent a ripple of fear through the family. Their home, already a source of unease, had now become a chilling crime scene. The children, once intrigued by phantom insects, now recoiled in terror at the thought of what else might be lurking within their home. The spectral child's touch was no longer a mere oddity, but a haunting reminder of the home's dark history. The discovery of the jawbone brought a palpable sense of dread that hung heavy in the air. Every creak of the house, every flicker of the lanterns, every echo from the forbidden room now took on a more sinister tone. The family found themselves questioning their safety within their own home. The spectral child who chased the bus no longer seemed just a figment of the imagination, but a possible victim of whatever horror had taken place within their walls. The house's secrets were beginning to unravel, its dark past seeping into the present. The family was left grappling with the chilling reality of their home's history. The spectral hands, the phantom creatures, the ominous shadows, they were all pieces of a macabre puzzle that was slowly coming together. The house's dark history began to seep out, like blood from an open wound. This was no longer a home, but a haunted house, its walls whispering tales of a past best left forgotten. The discovery of the jawbone was just the beginning. The family was yet to uncover the full extent of their dwelling's eerie past. As whispers of the supernatural enveloped the once promising dwelling, a chilling reality was realized. In the quiet town, nestled amongst the mundane, the house that once promised refuge now stood as a beacon of the supernatural. The family, once eager and hopeful, found themselves grappling with a reality far removed from their dreams. The spectral hands that brushed against my grandmother's sister in the dead of night, the phantom creatures that plagued her children, and the ominous shadows that danced across the walls painted a haunting picture. The dwelling, once a symbol of a new beginning, was now a prison of fear. The spectral hands, as cold as ice, were a constant reminder of the unseen presence, a spectral caress that left one cold and trembling, reaching out from the shadows with a touch that was anything but human. The incidents were not isolated to the night, nor were they confined to the realms of the unseen. They were a chilling reality, a spectral haunting that permeated every corner of the house. The phantom creatures, unseen but heard, were a constant source of terror for the children. Their screams piercing the silence were a testament to the terror that lurked within the house. The creatures that skittered in the darkness, unseen but ever present, were not of this world. They were phantoms, spectral beings that knew no bounds, creatures of the night that thrived in the darkness. The ominous shadows too told a tale of their own. They danced across the walls, cavorting in the dim light of the lanterns, a spectral ballet that left one chilled to the bone. The shadows, too, were a part of the haunting, their dance a chilling performance that played out each night, a macabre spectacle that added to the growing disquiet within. The dwelling, once a haven, was now a house of haunts. The spectral hands, the phantom creatures, the ominous shadows, they were all a part of the chilling reality that the family had to accept. The house, once promising, was now a haunting reminder of the supernatural. The echoes of the past reverberated, leaving the family entangled in the enigma of a house that concealed more than met the eye. In the end, the family was left grappling with a reality that was more chilling than any horror story. The quaint house, once seen as a sanctuary, had turned into a dwelling of dread and despair. The spectral touches, phantom insects, and eerie sounds that echoed in the stillness of the night all painted a picture of a haunting that was too real to ignore. As the family attempted to live a normal life amidst the strange occurrences, the chilling truth began to sink in. The walls that held them safe were also the keepers of a past that refused to rest. The spectral child who chased the bus, the inexplicable bathroom leak, the room that was forbidden to enter, all of it was a part of a puzzle that was as unsettling as it was unsolvable. The discovery of the human jaw, a sinister reminder of the house's dark history, was the final straw. The workers, who were just there for routine maintenance, became unwilling participants in this macabre tale. The house was not just a house, it was a vessel for the dead, a playground for the supernatural, a stage where the unseen danced with the shadows. The impact on the family was profound. Sleep became elusive. Every corner held a potential scare, every sound a cause for alarm. The children, once carefree and innocent, were now huddled in fear, their laughter replaced by screams. My grandmother's sister, once full of life and spirit, was now a shell of her former self, her eyes reflecting the terror that had become their life. The family was left with a reality that was more terrifying than any horror story they had ever heard. They were living in a house that was haunted by more than just memories. The echoes of the past reverberated through the halls, leaving a chilling imprint on their lives. The once promising dwelling was now a house of horrors, its walls whispering tales of the supernatural. The question remains, do you believe in the supernatural? After all, reality can be stranger than fiction.